I like to play video games, and the reason is video games are fun for me to play. Thank you. Thank you. Sometimes new games feel like you played this before. You feel like the gaming industry has just given up on new ideas. Far Cry, Assassin's Creed, Call of Duty, like most big title developers, they're empty and vapid, and most likely their title leaves you empty and vapid. I guess that's how Kratos felt after God of War Ascension. We start off with a brief Kratos, with that zoomed in shot. Without words, this game already tells you that this is some heavy shit. You wonder, only for a small moment, if this will break the God of War. You think this is some kind of Naughty Dog game?
Joe.
Of course not. Kratos does not break. Then this dude shows up and starts slapping you. At that point, you just want Kratos to shut this dude the fuck up. Little does the player know, this ends up launching you with the most spectacular and insane boss battle I have ever witnessed. You take your boy on an adventure to fulfill the dying wish of his mother by taking her ashes on top of the highest peaks. You meet a big snake, you fight Valkyries, you kill dragons, and you slay gods in the most satisfying, fresh take on any combat system. You can freeze the enemies with your axe, grapple with them, have boys shoot arrows, and summon spirits. What's most important though is you are not neglected on the storytelling elements that really push this game to the top. In order to save your son, you push away your pride, your past, and your agony in order to save him. The intimate presentation showcases the story and enlightens the soul of every character you come across. The game just ends on such a ooh moment in which you cannot wait to see what happens next. Luckily, I did make a video about that when the next game comes out. And then you have Final Fantasy VII Remake with that classic super sumo shot of Midgard with that iconic music thunderously roaring on. I've been waiting 20 years for this game! With a new epic soundtrack blazing in your ear, nostalgia in your veins, and you knocking heads off with your big ass sword using the most innovative battle mechanic to the traditional turn-based combat. My god, this is amazing! The bombing mission go as planned, and amid the fallout for the first time in 20 years, I realize my favorite RPG characters start out as terrorists. Nevertheless, you arrive in Sector 7, the neon signs and shanty rubble of makeshift houses, the warm inviting glow of incandescent lamps, reuniting with Tifa. 20 years of waiting, and with mixed emotions, you know you are back into this world. Finally, you are home. At each chapter of the story, it brings you closer to those pivotal moments which redefines the original game. You fall and meet Aerith, you get to cross-dress, you fight Hell House, the Sector 7 plates falling. Every story beat was a love letter to all the fans that waited for those 20 years to play this game and revisit this world once more. Yes, both God of War and Final Fantasy VII Remake have weaknesses. Be it similar enemies, weak side quests, elements that bog down the game's pacing. However, these are just minor things in light of what the game does so right. Both of these games employ a very effective narrative to bring their cast of characters to life. You realize as you head into the end of both games how deliberate each pieces of the story has been stacked up, and until it hits you with the emotional explosion that only the greatest of games can provide. Emotion.